Hi, folks. So here we are live in a hotel in Oklahoma City. This is a little bit different. I hope that you guys are hearing me okay. You have to give me a minute while I sort out how all of this is going to work. Hello, Brooke. So since you're here first, can you tell me, are you hearing me okay? I can't really tell. Hey, Chris, thanks for joining us. Good to see you here. Happy Father's Day to everyone, including myself. Good deal. So, hello, Candace. So you missed the big event. So sorry to hear that. It'll have to happen again sometime. We'll probably try to, we in any place I'm at where I wind up overnight or with a date, like Oklahoma City, I was passing through on my way to Wichita, and so it worked out well. And so I'm always game to do that again. And holy cow, if I remember right, you've got like a 90-minute drive. Is that right? Otherwise, I'm game for going back. I can, if my room was on the other side of the building, I'd be able to see the Toby Keith place from where I'm staying. So it's not a big deal to me to go back. So let's see. Yes, I'm so sad about it after losing my son. My memory is shot. Yes, Clint. Yeah, 90 minutes would be a bit much. Unfortunately, I'm in Illinois working while my family is in Houston. Okay. Wow. Well, surely there'll be some time you'll wind up in Houston, and we can make events happen in Houston pretty much any time. As long as I'm in town anyway. So you guys are hearing me okay? This is like a on the road mic that packs easily, and I haven't actually used it in quite a while, so I wasn't 100% confident with it. But I'm guessing you guys can hear me okay. I can see the little meter moving. How did I like Toby Keith? It's a cool place. Been there before. I really liked it. How did you like it, Brad? I'm sure you've been there before, but I realize you're older and your memory might be going. So, yeah, it was a great time. Thank you, Brenda. So yeah, I got to meet Brenda, as did you, Brad. Brad got to meet Brenda as well, and it was a great time. I met some new people, and yeah, Carla, there is a link to our store on our website, on the homepage of our website. You can find our merchandise store that has t-shirts and sweatshirts and hoodies and all of that cool stuff. And it also has coffee cups, including the Forever Clean one, like the one I gave you today. Coffee. All right, so we have a few people in the group who were part of the event at Toby Keith's. Yes, Brenda had to cut out early. That's totally understandable. I am trying to sort out how best to work this craziness here. It's a little bit different here for me because, well, I don't have the usual setup. The camera's in a kind of a weird spot right now, and it isn't the same camera that I usually use when I'm live from Texas Pictures World headquarters, because I'm on location. I'm in Oklahoma City, which is such a cool town. This area that I'm in is called Bricktown, I guess, and it's very nice. It's kind of eclectic and cool. There's some sort of concert going on across the street. I assume it's a concert. It's some sort of theater kind of environment. How much would one send me back? I think it'll set you back like $16 or $18 on our site. It's kind of crazy, you know. I guess it's because it's self-cleaning. But the reason why they're expensive really is because they are manufactured on demand. It's not like they make hundreds of them at once and then keep them in stock. That's my thinking. Glenn, I bet you hate having to be away from home on long truck runs. I know my husband hated it. He felt he was missing too many milestones, so he changed careers. Well, I'm older now. I mean, I'm not like Brad's age or something, but I'm older now. And I really always loved the road trips. There's something very head clearing about it, and there's something very cool about being totally immersed in one project. And that's something that is a lot harder to do when you're at home. And so I like it, but I've always liked it. When I was in college, I got to do it's called a special project class, where I drove from Houston to San Francisco and back in this big circle kind of thing, shooting, I don't know, kind of Ansel Adams inspired kind of photographs the whole way there and back. And so that was kind of cool. Yeah, Brenda, okay, I missed it. I don't know. I just rambled on. Some reason I thought you were telling me. I see that now. Yeah, Chris. So, never mind. God, Tumblr's kind of cool, right? Oh, let me just go off for a minute about this hotel. It's nice. It's aesthetically nice, and it's a great location. Everything's comfortable. Everything works right. The breakfast was okay. It was a hot breakfast, and everything seemed fresh and good options, all that. But well, like the ice maker on the floor that I'm on isn't working. When I say not working, it's unplugged. It's just unplugged. It's totally dry. It's obviously been unplugged for a long time. So there's that. The hotel also has mandatory valet parking. It's either park by valet or park in the street. And the valet is never there. So it can take 10, 15, 20 minutes just to get your car to go somewhere. Even though you can stand at the corner of the front of the building and see your car just sitting right there. You don't have your keys. You can't go get it. It's crazy. All right, where am I at? Tumblr is awesome. Chris, not Glenn, Carla, I'm overjoyed that I have met you. Gladmar's like the toy. You can't see me, but you can hear me. Is everybody else hearing me? Is there anybody else not seeing me? I'm seeing me. It looks like, where am I at here? Let's see. I'm seeing me. I don't. Are you just giving me grief, Carla? Carla, you're giving me grief, aren't you? Plug it in. Okay. See, there we go. Okay. Not that it's any great thing to be able to see me, but I appreciate knowing that everything is working right. Okay. So I got, man, I don't understand. So tomorrow I am headed to Wichita, Kansas. Wouldn't be anybody. Oh, Brad. That's because your hearing's going because of your age. Pat, you're killing me. I can see you now. I had to log off and back in. Brad, remove your earplugs. Yeah. Or maybe it's Brad, put your hearing aids back in. Maybe that's it. So what did you guys think of Tyrene's story? She was wonderful to talk to. She's so very open, and funny thing about the interview, when I was doing the editing, when we decided to have my questions in the edit, they were much more clear than they sounded when we watched the premiere. And I don't understand why. I guess maybe there's something about our system that isn't making it over to the rendered video that gets posted. I don't know, but it is a little peculiar. My voice sounded very distant, and it did not sound that way when we were doing the editing. So that was kind of weird. My secret. I'm just way immature, Brad. That's it. Just way immature. Hit the like button. That's right, everybody. We have, where are we at on likes? Well, we've got 4 likes, and we've got more than 3 times that many people in the room. Brenda and Brad, are you two still utilizing the 5-year plan? Oh, the 5-year plan. Golly, folks. So I want to share with you a few more things about this Spring Hill Suites Hotel that I'm staying at that kind of annoy me. There's the mandatory valet parking that is under monitored. Brenda said I felt less alone when Tylene shared she thought she would die in active addiction. I felt this way for years. See, this is This is one of the things that made Tylene's story seem so important, is that I hear from so many people who have similar feelings, people that are in recovery, people who want to be in recovery. And so I thought it was a big deal to hear from someone who is kind of a victory, a success story. And she's doing well. Oh. Brad, I think really what's happening is that as you get older, your vision goes. And so I don't really look as young as you think I look. Yeah, I can put it back on you. So the hotel that I'm staying at, where am I staying at? Spring Hill Suites. Probably. I will probably be coming back through Oklahoma City. It's really kind of whatever route GPS takes me on. It's the men's Dove body wash. Yeah, I must be at. It's whatever body wash comes out of the dispensers that are built into the hotel. So I'm at Springfield Hill Suites, and there's some things that really bug me about it a lot. I'm in a room with one king size bed, and I'm alone for now. A little bit later on, my wife is going to fly up and join me, either in Kansas or Denver. I think Denver, but so. It's a king-size bed. Couples would be in here regularly, and so the door to the bathroom, the door to the bathroom is at the foot of the bed, and it's a sliding door. It's one of those slides, and the door has it's a frosted glass door. So one of the coolest things about hotel rooms is the way that you can close the curtains, and it is pitch black in a hotel room, day or night. But with this frosted glass door, say it was me and my wife here, and she's sound asleep, and I got up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. If I turn the light on, even though the door is closed, it's frosted glass. So poof, it lights up the entire bedroom. That's stupid. Aesthetically, I suppose it's attractive, but it is a profoundly stupid design. And what bugs me most about it is that we stayed in a hotel, I think it was in Phoenix, another Spring Hill Suites. There was the exact same kind of design. Slightly different room layout, but the same design. So what that means is they made the same mistake at least twice. Another idiotic thing is there's a desk space, which is where I'm at right now. I'm just going off on them. And the thing about the desk space is the surface of the desk is not mouse friendly, computer mouse friendly. When there's a slight texture to it, and it's very glossy, and so the mouse moves a lot slower than normal, and it's all very, very weird. It's not predictable in the way it moves. On this surface, you have to lay down a piece of paper and use that as a mouse pad for the mouse to work correctly. How do you miss that? How big of a stretch is it to think that someone using the desk that you put in the hotel room is going to want to use a mouse? Okay. All right, I'll let it go now. So yes, anyway, so yeah, I may be coming back through Oklahoma City. I don't know for sure. I can come back through Oklahoma City. Where am I at? How do you keep such a stop it? Where is Nux? Yeah, where is Nux? I need to email her. When I go through Oklahoma, there is a really huge casino on the right hand side. All right, Chris, I got to tell you, that's not near specific enough. And in the course of getting as far as Oklahoma City, I saw 4 or 5 casinos that were kind of large. Stop on your way back so you can purchase a cup. We'll see what we can do. Oh my gosh, y'all are like plants in the audience that just plug the store. That's great. Dad, I think they're available on the Texas Pictures website. Yes, they are. Carla, my oldest twin's middle name is Rain. Brad, how old is your PC? It's due to be replaced. It's about 4 years old. It's over 5 years old now, I guess. Chris, I think you're talking about WinStar Casino. Yeah, that would be the one. WinStar Casino is the one that's got like replicas of a bunch of landmark buildings where it looks sort of like a downtown cityscape. "35 North. Carl, I'm so very sorry. I can't imagine. Guys, it's really good to see you, Carla. Yeah, I-35 North. Don't stop at the bookstore. You're better than that's my... Yeah, I think I noticed that bookstore. That's the one at the Texas-Oklahoma border, yeah. I believe so. Obviously, it's built to draw customers from 2 states. I'm sure it's very strategic choosing the location. Rain was a freshman in college studying to be a teacher. Oh, Brenda, good to hear. Good to hear. So that's great. If you've talked with Nux, that's awesome. Hello, Cameron. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you being here. For those of you who joined us late, things look a little different tonight because I am sitting in a hotel room in Oklahoma City. Tomorrow I head on to Wichita, Kansas, where we will be shooting more fentanyl stories. And I believe there is a domestic violence story that we'll be shooting and maybe a recovery story or 2 as well. I should know, but I don't. It's a full schedule. I know that. 2 days of stories in Kansas starting Tuesday and Wednesday. And then Thursday is a travel day. Friday and Saturday and Sunday is in Denver, Colorado. So, thinking back to the premiere we just had, anything else stand out to you guys? It was really in the course of the interview, but more so even in course of doing the editing. I thought about the people I hear from in recovery often. It really seemed like just her, just the way that the storyteller seemed so sure of it, so determined. And she works helping people in recovery at the McShin Foundation in Richmond, Virginia. Glenn, remember to leave a less than stellar review for Springfield Suites. The potential customers need to know the things that you told us. I've been planning that. Frankly, it's been frustrating enough that it's almost like I've been fantasizing about it. That thinking, wow, maybe I could just make a video and show all of this ridiculous stuff to everybody. Not going to do that. It's not that it's bad. It's just things that, holy cow, it is 2025. Hotels aren't some sort of new concept. How a mouse works isn't a new concept. How light works isn't a new concept. Hotels understand the importance of a pitch black room for people to sleep in by the type of curtains that windows in hotels always have. But the curtains on the windows are pointless if anytime anybody in the room goes to the bathroom and switches the light on, they're going to light up the whole room. Oh, it's so stupid. Okay, see, don't get me going. I feel less old when she said she was 51 when she got clean. I, too, was in my 50s. I felt like the storyteller really had a striking kind of demeanor. That it stood out to me that she seemed to be genuinely looking forward to whatever's coming next. Like she wasn't apprehensive. She's in a good place in her journey. I thought that was way cool. I've been clean from hard drugs for 15 years, California sober for 4 years. Okay, Chris, that's a new term to me. California sober. I don't know what that means. I remember an episode of The Simpsons that talked about a California cheeseburger, but that's nothing near what you're talking about, I'm sure. California sober, is that like sober but occasionally mean cabbage rolls? I don't know what cabbage rolls are, Brad. Is that a metaphor? Brenda says my favorite is when she said she wouldn't listen to counselors who hadn't spent time in active addiction. I'm the same way. Okay. California sober. Okay. I didn't know. I'm from Texas. So, you know. Okay. Cali sober. They smoke weed. I got you. So you haven't smoked pot in 4 years. And how do you feel about that? Why, if you went all that time with just pot, what made you stop 4 years ago? Was there some sort of change? Yeah, Chris, I'm from Houston too. California sober. I really like that term, California sober. I think that's that's gold right there. Oh my gosh. Congratulations, Chris. I'm glad you're getting clean for you and your kids. Yes, Chris, that's an awesome thing. Definitely an awesome thing, for sure. Had to get my life in order and get a good paying job. And you felt like marijuana was holding you back from that? Once my wife told me she was pregnant with twins, I got my head straight and went to school and got my commercial driver's license. Good job. Very, very good. How is your nephew's family doing? It was a nephew you lost to gun violence, right? That's that's a terrible thing. Hello, Viola. Thank you for joining us. Uh, you're kind of late to the party, huh? See, we just had a premiere. Did you catch the premiere? It's kind of a short story. It's not as the one before was over 50 minutes long. This one was I want to say 14 or 15 minutes long. So it was quite a bit shorter. If I liked weed, I would weigh 953 pounds. Yeah, yeah, weed is known to do that. Weed makes you. So, Viola, if you're wondering why things look different, it's because I'm on the road. I'm in Oklahoma City tonight, and I'm in a hotel room, and you can ask the other people in the group how I feel about this hotel. But yeah, it's all a little different tonight. So we're not going to go as long because, well, you know, I'm kind of tired. And anyway, so ah, so I'm live from a hotel room in Oklahoma City, and that's why things look different. Yes, Viola, how are you today? Hmm. So I always like to ask about who else is in the group. There's a handful of people that we hear from a lot in the chat, and then there's quite a few people who just sit quietly and observe, and we'd love to hear from you guys. Everyone is welcome, and certainly if you have any questions for me or for any of the other people in the chat, we'd love to hear from you. So feel free to chime in, tell us who you are, where you're at, uh, present questions if you have any questions. Taking it day by day. Cindy. Well, hi, Cindy. Should I guess I should probably know who Cindy is. But of course, I'm sorry, Brad, I don't. Viola is exhausted from overexerting, trying to train for the Peachtree Riyadh race on July 4th. Been asleep a long time. Yeah, well, those long time sleeps can be very rewarding all on their own, I think. So good for you. Oh yeah, I'm awake. I am awake. I was just going by what it said. Train for the Peachtree Riyadh race. It's my fault, really. I should have figured that out. Road race. Very cool. Rumpelstiltskin. Mm. All right, folks. So, is there anybody with us who is going to be with us, who's going to be part of the video shoot that we're doing in Wichita Tuesday and Wednesday? Or anyone who's in Denver who we're going to be seeing Friday or Saturday or Sunday? Cindy thinks you're cute. And who's Cindy? Brad? Should I know who Cindy is? Did you answer my question the first time I asked and you missed it? See, I just kind of figured that you didn't ask but answer it because you forgot. Because, when you get to be your age. How was the Toby Keith gathering? Well, I thought it was awesome. I don't know. You could ask Brad or Carla or Brenda or I don't know who else is in the group who made it to the gathering. Anybody else? That's right, Dad. I am married. I am very married. So Carla and Brad are dad and daughter. That's right. That's right. Carla is Brad's daughter. And saw both of them just a few hours ago. Had a really good time. For some reason, the name Brad always makes me think of the movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High. One of the characters in the movie's name was Brad. It's terribly unfair to Brad Bianchi here. Viola, at least once every chat, some comment reminds me of a book. I haven't read Rumpelstiltskin in ages. And Chris says, Happy Father's Day, Brad. They say that, but she looks more like our mailman. Mr. Hand. No, Judge Reinhold's character was Brad. Right? Wasn't it? Mr. Hand. Of course, we will have these gatherings down south. We'll go anywhere if someone local arranges a storytelling summit. We'll go wherever. And arranging a storytelling summit is really just a matter of finding a location that's suitable for us to shoot interviews, where we can leave our gear set up overnight and we can shoot interviews for at least 2 days. And that's really it. We don't charge anything. We don't pay anything. And once we set an event and the local coordinator who found the location helps us find some local storytellers, we'll announce the event on our channel and we'll announce the event on our Facebook page and stuff like that. And more people will sign up, and that's how it works. So, and we will be in Pensacola, Florida again soon. And that counts as south, I think. More like, okay, so the mailman thing. I had this, when I was in college, I had this friend who had this ongoing joke about being certain that his real father was the mailman. And that he was a really funny guy. He would say that to his father. My real dad's the mailman. He'd go to the point where when we would be driving somewhere, we would drive past a mail truck. He would look at the truck as it goes by, and he'd go, "Dad?" Funny guy. Of course she is. Carla's awesome. Carla's awesome. Brenda says, Happy Father's Day to all, especially the stepdads, adopted dads, bonus dads, and pawpaws. All those men who stepped up instead of run away. You are saving the world one child at a time. God bless. Well, thank you, Brenda. Brenda is always so full of insight. That is awesome. It's kind of weird layout. Typically, when I do the live stuff, usually I have actually 3 monitors around me. But right now, being on the road, I only have 1, and it's a very different setup for sure. Chris is saying good night. I got to get to sleep. Got to drive early in the morning to deliver by 9 a.m. in Duquesne, Illinois. Well, good luck with that. We are probably going to be wrapping it up pretty soon here as well. Good night, Chris. I have a lot of prep work to do before hitting the road tomorrow. And I think I am behind on some emails as well. Hi, Chris. So, is there anybody else in the room who'd like to ask questions? Anything that questions about our channel or about fentanyl, other stuff? Sorry. Okay. Little bit of little bit of humor coming in on the phone here. It'll be fine. So, these people. Narcan is located where? I don't understand that question. Why did Dad take a ladder to the bar? Why did Dad? Oh, okay, Brenda. I'm trying to keep up, really. Why did Dad take a ladder to the bar? Dad heard beers were on the house. Oh, stop my sides. Holy cow. Oh. I have a step ladder, and I never knew my real ladder, but I have a step ladder. All right, kids. We are working on developing a new merchandise store. And I'm getting a bunch of questions about that now. Oh, Brad, what has four wheels and flies? Narcan question was to rate your temperature so you could give us the naloxone PSA. I don't know. I feel like I'm preaching to the choir on that one. But, just in case there's anybody who isn't aware that naloxone is the drug that matters, not Narcan. Narcan is just a brand name. A garbage truck. Huh. So Narcan is just a brand name. So here's the graphic. There's the graphic that you guys, that all of you regular, well, we're not seeing it, are we? Look at that. How weird is that? Okay, there's the graphic. Now we got it. There's the graphic. Everybody needs to know this. Naloxone is what matters. They're all equally effective. So anyway, so there's my standard naloxone spiel. But we are at the point where it's about time to wrap it up for tonight. I appreciate you guys joining us. It has been just a little bit peculiar getting this to work in a hotel room, and but kind of got it sorted out. So our next story is from Florida, and this story involves 2 arrests. 2 people were arrested in connection with the victim's death. And they were charged with the specific charge is homicide. Severe charge. One of them had quite a few additional charges for firearm possession. It's a very good, powerful story. It's about 30 minutes long, and that is going to premiere Tuesday. It should be Tuesday evening, and we'll try to do this again in whatever hotel I'm in Wichita. So we're going to wrap it up for now. Unless there's any final questions out there, I'm going to cue up the standard closing graphic that we use. And but before I show you guys that, I really want to stress to everyone, it is always fine for you to reach out to me for anything. I may not have the answers, but I'm glad to help you find the answers that you're looking for, or just talk with you for a while, or whatever. You can reach out to me by email, or you can find me on Facebook. You can FaceTime me on Facebook even, and all that cool stuff. But, if you're going to, let me see if I can make this happen here. Okay. So if you're going to try to find me on Facebook, there's my name. So you can find me on Facebook and friend me, and we have a private Facebook group that you're welcome to be a part of if you'd like to ever be a storyteller at some point down the road. And so there's my name, Glenn Muse. You can find me on Facebook. Pretty easy, I think. Brenda says it was nice to meet everyone today. My apologies for my emotions in the beginning. Come on, Brenda. It would have been kind of disappointing if you weren't, moved emotionally. I was too, but, I could hide, or, it was an awesome time today. It was really awesome at Toby Keith's, and finally get to meet some of these people who I only know through this. So that was very cool. Okay, folks. So it is about time to wrap it up. I see we have about 20 people in the group right now, and I appreciate you guys being here. So here's the ways to get in touch with us. There's so much going on here. It's crazy. Okay. Anyway, here's the way to get in touch with us at Texas Pictures anytime. You can email at info@texas-pictures.com. You can find me on Facebook. Look for my name. And there's a Texas Pictures page on Facebook as well. But messaging works better if you friend me on my personal page, Glenn Muse. And we're also on TikTok. And you can also visit our website, texas-pictures.com. And on our website is our mailing address and our phone number and more cool information about storytelling summits, how they work, and what storytellers should expect. And there's also a link to our merchandise store where you can get awesome, cool things like t-shirts and sweatshirts and hoodies and those magical coffee mugs. So I want to thank all of you for joining us this evening, and I look forward to seeing you guys with us on Tuesday evening for the next premiere. Until then, you guys be safe out there and have a good night. Thank you.